Hey you, my name is the Hobster and welcome back to Danganronpa. So, in the last part, Chihiro was killed, and now I'm investigated with this douche nozzle on what's going on. And I think, whatever her name is, I don't remember her name, she was having a moment of just going insane. She was going insane. And so, I think my assumption was that she killed Chihiro, but, truthfully, I don't remember what my next objective is. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file, could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. What am I reading? Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scenes of each crime had all been collected. Oh my gosh! The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several... Oh my gosh! Ken, Hidara, Tetsuro, Honda, Shoji, Gaku, Kano, Takashi. That's a lot of people, there's no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read it. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page. You'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? What is it? Profiling results? All of the crimes took place either on weekdays or at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays, in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it should be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So in other words,
it's Toko. The key point here is that the culprit may have a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack case file has been added to the Truth Bullets section.
Let's go.
Alright, should we get going? We should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait! Byakuya! Oh. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncover some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go to investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check by the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Let's go! Hold on. Am I lost? Oh, there we go. Go! Let's go! Hey, Tubby. Ding ding ding! Haifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see? She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boys she likes. Right? Right? Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? Okay, as much as I want to stick around for that, I need to go back into here really quick. Let's see. Chiro. So why did I need to come back here? Tab. Blood on that. Bloodstain posted. Blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Yeah, wait. Am I crazy? Wasn't that in the boys' locker room? There's a big blood stain on the dumbbell on the floor. The Monokuma file said that the fatal injury was caused by a blow to the head. This dumbbell has to be the murder weapon. Okay. So let's take a look at the bloodlust. Alright. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood, just like the other genocide jack cases. At every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. Let's take a good look at it. I'm filled with life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body. Yeah, we know that. We know. Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking.
However,
but I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But...
so then,
Before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. Chihiro's handbook is missing. Definitely worth worrying about. Yeah, it was added. Okay, so examine the body one more time. She said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. But I better give this a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Fatal injury, blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's an issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right here. What does this all mean? Status of the body has been added to the truth bullets of your selection, whatever. Well, one thing Well, the one thing most likely to tie all of these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Dude has a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger? Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl, after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about that stuff. Chihiro's complex, where did it come from? Damn. Chihiro's presence here was especially weak. Her body and her soul.
No forgiveness!
Okay. To target such a helpless being is unforgivable. What a wretched beast. What a wretched beast to do such a thing. I cannot forgive this. It turned into All Might right there. Okay, so obviously nothing. I don't think I've really gathered anything else from that. Okay, that was not the poster that was in here. Huh, this poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room, because it wasn't there before. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. The boys' locker room... In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. And in the girls' locker room, there was a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Did the murder actually happen in here? Could the posters been switched? But if they were, why... What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little bit more about the locker rooms. So, wait, does that mean that the murder actually might have happened in here? The body was taken in, but because they didn't, they swapped the posters because there was blood on it. Maybe Chihiro is actually sitting right here. What am I clicking here? Oh. Hey, what, is there a poo stain? Is that a poo stain? There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Yeah, no, okay, so that definitely means that the murder happened in the boys' locker room. There was the... Is there anything special in here? Okay, no, doesn't really seem like it. Okay, so let me pull up the map. Where can I teleport? I thought I could teleport. Is it because I'm in here? Okay, so clearly I have to go talk to Celeste. Somebody stole the, one of the boys. I think it was, Leon, I think is who it was. Stole his. They went into here. Somehow. There must be more here to still discover. Like what? Boys locker room crew. So it's kind of pointless. Well, yeah. Why do I need to keep searching in here? All right, Tubby. Tell me.
I see.
Okay. Yeah, you're not. Clearly. Alright. You're not gonna tell me. So. Playlist. That? Don't think it's floor station and any clues in it. Well then, federal gun, dangerous. Okay, I'm gonna go back into here. This video, truthfully, might jump around a lot. There's a bloodstain on the carpet. It could only have been caused by Chihiro's murder. There's nothing else to see here, so I don't know why. I'm sure there must be some... What? There's nothing else here? What do you want me to look for? I'm clicking everything. Like, I'm pretty certain I've checked everything. This is really strange. The boys' locker room and popular boy band swimsuit model could have been switched. If they were, what reason would anyone have? What else do you want me to look at?
Of course.
Oh, hold on. Dialogue changed. Okay. I've used it nearly, I think she said something about coming here every day. I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid attention to the posters. I see.
However,
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a protein coffee every time I finish an exercise. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I do not have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room, and it left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
of course.
Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with? Oh. Did someone go to the extent of switching everything in the room? Literally everything. This seems so extra. Yes, can I leave now? Can I go talk to literally anyone else? Leave the area? Okay, good. So it was her that I had to talk to. I'm so glad that was so obvious. Hina! I think you know something about something. Yeah, I need to talk to you. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course? There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite? Oh, wait, maybe. Maybe she's used to the guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Owies. Okay, alright. I don't know what to do with that information. All right, hey, Celeste. Celeste, are you in here? I know you're somewhere, but I don't know where you're at. It's Celeste. Hey, you got info. I have questions. Give me answers. Celeste, what are you doing in here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Could it have been her? Could she... Hold on, what if she's the one that killed her? She is pretty calculated and the ultimate gambler. So maybe she's taking a gamble on that people would think it was actually Toko, even though... And so the ultimate gamble for her is essentially if she were to switch everything, no one would notice. Like they would think literally the entire crime scene was in the girls' area, even though it seemed like it was in the boys'. Clearly the murder actually happened in the boys' room. But stuff got swapped. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm just guessing. We never know. We never know. Then you did find something. Very well. I will tell you and only you.
Actually,
Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it appears she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would ever have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So, apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there's no trace of a track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying. Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Okay. I really wonder now I'm shifting my focus to Celeste that it actually might be her. I believe this is this where what's his face? Yeah, you. What do you have to say?
Oh, hey, Makoto.
Oh, what's up? I haven't been up to anything myself, that's for sure. Definitely haven't looked inside the mailbox. There's a mailbox here, inside, Junko, Leon, Sai, Kazan. It looks like the handbooks of debt students right here to the mailbox. Loading e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited, only lending it against the rules. In other words, there's no problem with borrowing one. Also, it looks like Leon's handbook refuses to turn on, but according to the Monokuma, it shouldn't be broken. This is really unrelated. Is this really unrelated to the case? Either way, something about it still bothers me. What? Okay, so I'm definitely missing something, and I don't know what. So let's head upstairs. Yeah, I'm gonna go into the library. Hold on. around. There's the outlet. Oh, that's right. Baikuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here right now. I wonder if... Look at me. Solving the big brainy things. Also, the computer is not there anymore. I don't know. I don't remember if that was taken or not. Like, I honestly don't remember. So somebody came to the library. Oh ho ho! Hey, 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 hey! Desk lamp. I could have grabbed the one from over there. Sure, it's dark over there. Okay, I have a feeling that being in here is kind of pointless. Man, I want to go to the... Oh, are those the same? Are those kind of one and the same? So this... Leave the archive... Oh! Oh, hold on. Maybe I'm supposed to still be in there and I'm stupid. Let's take another look at Genocide Jack's film. I know it was around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that. I can't think of anyone but Baikuya. Oh man, what am I getting myself into right now? Have I found all the evidence?
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Oh, frick!
It's the moment you've all been waiting for! You remember where to meet, right?
Whoops.
Please go through the red door.
Yeah.
See you.
Shoot! I don't have a clear indication of who it could be. The red door is right through there. I honestly don't know who it could be. Realistically, it could... I think Toko is kind of just the obvious one right now of who you're supposed to think it is. I really don't think that she's the one, but definitely, whoops. Nope, go back. Go back. Now, Celeste... She doesn't have a last name. That's sus. I never thought about that till now. Well, actually, wait. Didn't Fatty tell me what her name was? Her last name? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Because she's the ultimate gambler. The only thing that may be overwhelming info, the only thing that may overwhelm strategy is luck. And since luck is programmed into you from birth, it is always fair to say, I will never lose. It might be her. I really think it might be her, actually. How's it going, everyone? Ahem. Oh, whoops. Sorry, water bottle. Okay, alright, here we go. Ahem. So is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on.
Kidding! I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible. Phew, so now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro? Chihiro? She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made that choice to kill a girl like that. It might be Celeste. I really don't see it being anyone else. Baikuya, no, I feel like I don't think he's a killer. I think he loves the idea of solving a murder. Toko, important, but I don't think she did it. I feel like it might be one of the... It's Celeste or Toko. One of the two. And I know that this is going to bite me in the butt. I know that it's going to just... magically something's going to bite me in the butt, and then I'm going to it'll be something like Mondo where he's just acting like it the entire time, because I swear if it's Mondo I'm gonna be real sad. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. Yeah, okay, I don't really want to talk to anybody.
Hey, come on.
Freaking Toko, man, what's got her so worked up? Yep. Yeah. Is there something odd about Toko's behavior? I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. I guess I wasn't much help at all on this one. I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you. I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe. Okay. I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice prevails. Right, bro? I like him.
Shall we go?
A lot. Shall we begin?
Well,
Doctor, we will uncover the villain who performed such a heinous act on a weaker individual. You ready? We doing this? Yep. Let's go. Let's get this case on the road.
It's true.
I have a small nod in reply. Oh. With one last deep breath, I walk towards the elevator with shaking hands, legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. I couldn't stop speculating. This is the first one where well, okay, this is only the second one. Still bugs. The first one was pretty easy to understand because Leon, and now the twist in that one is that Sayaka was trying to kill. But this one, man, I'm having a hard time trying to figure it out. Came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated it. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well?
Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please! Everyone, please find your assigned seats! And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Oh, yeah, save. Absolutely. Yes, alright. Alright. Set skills. Oh, I don't have any skills. I'm so stupid. How do I get skills? Truth bullets. Okay, I'm gonna go through this really quick. I'm gonna just read them on my own, just really quick. Okay, I read everything. I've gone through it all. Let's figure this out.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First, we have to make it clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Let's go! Make your argument. Locker room dumbbell. Okay, I think I remember how to do this.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Yes.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Bam! Uh-oh. You think you have some proof that contradicts what I said?
Chihiro's fatal injury. It
I forget.
appears it was a head wound.
Isn't there a way to speed it up?
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Oh, it's probably the next thing.
I bet it was an iron pipe. Interesting.
Oh, no!
That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
I missed it. Dang it.
Iron pipe.
Let's go, Kablam. No. You're wrong. You weren't there. You did nothing. I did all the
Can
work.
we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Oh, wow. They didn't show that. I'm glad they did. Can you imagine just an indent in the person's head? That's probably...
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yeah, that's kind of important. I like you, Hina, but it's important.
That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is...
Is it gonna be
the
Tucko?
fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Oh. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. The truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. There's no way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. So press the right mouse button to attach a silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of white noise, the time limit will decrease. So take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. So I apply it?
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Get it? Yes, there is. Okay, I'm understanding this. Look at me, big braining this game.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be 2 defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
That actually took the smallest ounce of realizing what he said. I was just like, that's a weird way to say bloodlust and then boob lust. Me too, but yeah.
No, it's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristics of if I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body, how the victim. Yes.
I got it. Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
I think it's you.
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
Oh, wow. Whoa. We're right for it.
Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie! What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec.
I don't think it's her.
Bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. It means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not to be Toko. The answer is that she is just one person, but multiple people, right? Hangman's Gambit. Oh shoot, I don't remember this one. Oh. I'm trying to remember how to play, I'm so sorry. I'm losing. I'm literally losing. Wait. Whoa. Wait. Letters left. Oh, schizo. I don't know why that was taking me so long to figure out what it was spelling.
Because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
DID.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Her behavior changed.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Yeah, that's right. Honestly, I forgot. I remember I did the voice for that. Yeah.
She was
Okay.
acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can't.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Did he know?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise, but don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing. Could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, and in the next second... Oh! Whoa!
Hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
What the heck?
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then, it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's not totally right about that. But there's something still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Yeah, I need more. Because, I did not think it was Toko.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Yeah. Okay, I missed that. I missed it. Hold on.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that...
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, it's wrong.
I really hope I shot that. I think that was the only one that was actually lit
Are
up.
the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
Yeah, because they're all stabbed.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference. The style of the bloody message? No.
I got it!
That one.
For one, the cause of death is different.
Those are all
In the
scissors.
Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right, the second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her?
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Scissors.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
That is messed up.
And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
They're all men.
Pattern?
They're all men.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
There's a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. It's because she's a girl.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Yep, they're all dudes. They're all guys.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
It's
I have too much passion and conviction
it's
to cross
Celeste.
that line. That's the absolute reality of a one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
It's Celeste.
Whatever
I
reason
feel
have
like
for
it's
killing,
Celeste.
I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school.
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors! I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
She's fully equipped.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
I have no idea what's going on anymore! Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal, and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person who could have copied Genocide Jack's cases. Select someone? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I don't know. It could... No. I don't believe any of them to be... I don't know. Could it be Haifumi? You know what? I'm gonna stick to my guns with Celeste. You got it wrong this time, but think about it and try again. Hold on, there is one person who could have copied Genocide Jack. I don't know.
My answer.
Oh, shoot.
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
He's not
The
saying
reason
it.
he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it! The adorable glasses man was behind it all! Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
And the locker rooms. They're suspicious, very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody's searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
I
On the
agree.
contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay, maybe I'm done.
What's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There's a clear contradiction in what Byakuya, I don't even know how they say it, just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added at non-stop debate. Absolutely. Let's understand. Next we're gonna add something called truth flashbacks. You aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button. Then you memorize that weak spot. Then this memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have any answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullet, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot than use. When's the best time to use flashback? Well, You'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use your flashbacks, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Crap! Oh no! What's my truth bullet? What's my truth bullet? Monokuma file number 2. What's the... Oh crap, what's Monokuma file number 2?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Going back and a comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realize there's a clear contradiction there.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
I don't know what the I don't know what the flashback is.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely that's a natural reaction for
the victim was Chihiro. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker. There was no time for pointless distraction. What's so strange about
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Crap. Hold on. I'll figure it out.
Was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless.
Oh.
What's so strange?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Hold on. I don't think I understand. I've been doing this over and over and over again, and I don't think I quite understand.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check
that's a natural reaction.
The victim
was Chihiro, who was a girl.
So,
shoot!
Crap, I'm actually shoot. Yeah, I have to try it again. Yeah, I screwed this up. Okay. Absolutely. Next we're going to add something called a truth flashback. You aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button. Then you memorize that weak spot. And this memorizes the phrase can only be shot once in a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature. Oh! Liar contradiction. Different weak spot. Okay. I think I understand it. Okay, so I have to memorize the things that are being said.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
that's a natural reaction.
The victim
was Chihiro.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, I guess I... Alright, I have to memorize stuff.
Strange about that.
I'll tell you.
Until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Bayaka's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it was nothing. It has nothing to do with
What's
him.
the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The difference between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there? What could it be? Ah, frick. No, make your argument. Okay, do I have to slow down? Desk?
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
No.
It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that
No.
rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Oh, right there. I got you. I got you.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
Extension cord.
An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Yeah. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. I think it's her. I really think it is. And as if he's not involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Sure. Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room. But can I really accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. The scene of the crime was not.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
No.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene?
Even this has him.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did you just... Did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual crime scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
I got proof. Evidence shows that the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys. Okay, hold on. Okay. The posters. Key item. I got it.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
Yes.
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. Don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. Yes. Hold on. Let's pull that thing up. Boys' locker room. Yeah. Present key item.
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room...
Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, I bet you Chihiro took one of the Leon's. She took Leon's e-handbook, used that to get into the boys' one to be secretive, but somebody else did that, broke it, I imagine. That's where they killed her, and then they moved her. It's Celeste! I feel like it's Celeste!
How did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
It's her. I know that it's her.
Into the boys' locker room to begin with.
Yes, she did.
She did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Make your argument. I think I know. Yeah! Broken e-handbook.
Is it really possible?
Yeah.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Okay.
I got it!
Nope.
She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Okay, my dude. No. Really? That wasn't it?
Shoot!
Oh, really? Oh, shoot.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten...
I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong.
You know, actually hacking it would have been a pretty good idea, not gonna lie.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Currently
Actually,
alive.
The rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
But hers is missing, though.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it then? Chihiro was killed when in the girls' locker room, and by Byakuya's the one who did it. Really? But still, I don't know what else I can
Hold
do.
on a second.
Thank you,
I agree with
Kyoko.
you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way?
Well, to explain
Oops.
that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
I am so interested. So before I knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was... Oh.
The girls' locker room?
Hold on, can they access it from the pool room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
What, to
Be
check
sure
again?
to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully.
Okay, don't make this weird, man.
Using our hands?
Don't make it weird.
No way.
Okay, good. You weren't gonna be weird about it.
Probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
I mean, does it really matter all that
No,
much?
it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
Probably.
So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her
Be
body.
sure to check her entire body. and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is...
Oh!
Is what?
Is she a dude? Does she have...
is a boy!
What?
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Ben... It's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
We know.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement and get back to the trial.
What? Bro.
I apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy? The thought had never even crossed my mind.
Because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Did it?
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and
What?
through.
Did it really say that?
So
oh
then,
my
there
gosh.
should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Ah, he's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
What?
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me...
Her! I don't know. At this point, I don't know.
For sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
I think it's her.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means... the killer is a guy? Since the crime scene of the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it would have had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Celeste's account.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
No, that's wrong. I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
track jacket in a duffel bag. But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Oh, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that?
It's blue.
We can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have.
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. I don't know. I really...
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading.
Yeah.
He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Not necessarily. I don't know.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
Blue.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just... Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
Okay, dude, don't let him explain. Don't explain for him.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
The way he talked?
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off.
What?
Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
He is so bad at figuring this stuff out. And yet you'd think he would, but you know.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Dude, shut up.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to... Is it Chihiro's?
We know
I guess that's the only
Chihiro's handbook
assumption.
was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbook get break? There's only one possible explanation. Exploiting a bug? Maybe it had something to do. Too bad for you. There's an debug.
Shoot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely on me. By hitting its weak points. I guess. I don't know.
You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah. You remember that?
I don't.
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is...
It's probably something so dumb.
When it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Well...
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
Mondo, he was still wearing his clothes, right?
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Taka and Mondo. I couldn't remember his name. Mondo was wearing clothes, right? I think he was wearing his clothes.
A trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Was it? Is he gonna say Taka? Because Mondo... Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? It had to be one who wore all their clothes into the sauna. It was... Was it Taka? I can't... I don't think it was him. No, it certainly wasn't me, but I mean, you seem awfully rattled, Taka. Could it be you know who actually it was? Oh my gosh. There's only one person left it could have been. Okay. I had to make sure, because I could not remember that specific part. I remember But now I remember that Taka is, he's strict about his stuff. Basically, he's Tenya before Tenya existed in My Hero.
Here's my answer.
Okay, I did think it was Mondo.
Your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. All right, those truth bullets. Let's go. Ugh. Wait. Oh man. Broken e-handbook, card reader, Chihiro's handbook. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Whoops.
If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Oh. Oh, frick. I missed it.
Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Yeah, I'm sure if Mondo's handbook during the sign is proved, then I actually show that the handbook must actually be.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo then that proves that.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Crap.
Shit.
Yeah, I screwed that up. Gosh dang it.
Works just fine.
No, that's wrong.
Show us. Take it out. Take it out.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Borrowing.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
Oh man.
That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Oh shoot. Oh man. Okay, I love this so much. It is so good. Okay. So right there. Okay, second page. Goodbye, so you went there, and then well, let me get some of the simple stuff out of the way. No. Shoot. But, oh man. Hold on. You got that. I don't know. This is so hard. Okay, so, saw her there, probably in, walked in, say, hey, how's it going? Something got him a little heated, I suppose. Bam. Nope, that's not it. Nope. So that I don't know. I really don't know. Shoot, man. Put that there. Rolled it up. Maybe found that. Girls, shoot. Did I not do that right? Hold on, I'm gonna start at the end. Crap, I'm trying to put this all together. Wait. Nope. Maybe. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that one will go right there. And then. Nope. Ah, shoot. No. This has got to go. Nope. Not right there. Ah! Oh, right there. And then this. Okay, killed her. Okay, yeah, right there. Then I imagine saw this, went to the girls one. Okay. Found that, then maybe that? I don't. No. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this little part out here. Because that... Okay, so... She died actually in the girls' room, correct? He rearranged it to make it more interesting. So that's not there. Maybe he did that. Then he put this up, and then the last one has got to be that. Oh, this goes right there. Maybe, just maybe. I might have got this. It is very, the end is a little more, mostly because the pictures are a little less obvious.
Here's exactly what happened.
Okay.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
We got that right.
That something
Excellent.
was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him.
That's...
And that's where
I
the
got
blood
this.
stains on the poster and carpeting in the...
Whoops. Didn't mean to click that.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
No, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. I need to rearrange the events. Shoot, what's that one? Probably, maybe that one? I don't know. Oh, that. Okay, yeah.
The killer is you.
There we go. Okay, let's keep it going. No, really? Oh, shoot. I'm gonna screw this up. Really? What is it? Is it this one? Because I don't have anything else ready. No. This. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Okay, so then this probably goes here. He put her in there. So, okay, so he wrapped it all up, swapped them. I don't know. I have one more shot at this. So probably that. That one's probably in the correct. This one's in the correct spot, but this one. Oh, hold on, hold on. There we go. That's it. That has to be it. There we go.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and then, removing the bloody poster.
Yep. No! And I just lost it. Dang it! Do I have to do this all over again? Oh, I have to do this all over again? This... Maybe pick that up? Maybe? Oh, wait, no, that couldn't be it. Go into the other room, then... Okay, let me go to the very end here. But that's blue. That's what doesn't make any sense to me. That it's blue. Hold on, I'm really trying to put this together because it's mostly the drawings, the just small snippets. Probably headed to the girls, and then these two. These two don't make a whole lot of sense to me. This is what I'm going with, and I don't like it. Maybe this one? It could be that one. Nope, it's not that one. That could be it. But I'm not satisfied with how it plays out.
Is you.
Okay, yep. Sick. Get that.
Which is why the killer hurried then, removing the bloody...
No. What is that? That one, I don't know what this one is. I really don't. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh my gosh, it's this one. Shoot, I'm so stupid. Probably that. I don't know.
What happened?
I feel like it's a little bit of... Okay, got that one right.
Hurried to try, then removing the blood.
Yes, then went to that room. Okay.
Finally carrying a girl's
Yep.
handbook was but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Got that.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Really? That one's not it? I have no confidence. Maybe even that one.
The killer is you.
I have no confidence in this whatsoever.
After all, stop using one of
It feels a little bad. See, that's what I mean. I don't know what goes right here. And it's only because... what, this one? Is this it?
What happened? After all, you...
See, okay.
And that's exactly how the killer did it.
I'm just gonna bring this up because in the previous comic, they were holding the body of Chihiro, beeped in, signed in. Yeah, I guess this doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I don't know if that's just me, but that's what I get.
The poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys and girls locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. The Yakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Dude's messed up. he's the messed up one.
Stumbling, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime.
See, killing Chihiro is... I know it's gonna sound bad. Chihiro is not the bad part of this. It's this. This is the messed up part of this entire investigation and scene. Is taking a dead body and just doing this to it. This is messed up. It's like, oh, if this was all the same person, cool, but... well, not cool, but you know what I mean. This is just the messed up part of being so sadistic that you have to just you have to carry it to be even further than it is. That's what doesn't...
He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
No. Really? So maybe that goes there. Then that?
Here's exactly what
Maybe,
happened.
I don't know. This is a little blurry. Okay, yeah, cool.
And around the same time that the Yakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot, it's the red one. Oh, frick.
And around the same time that the Yakuya, the killer,
Okay. I hope this is the last one. Oh my gosh, yes.
Just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget.
The red meant that the red... I get it. I thought the red was like defining boys and girls or something, but no, red is meaning that it's broken.
The killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Orada?
Dude.
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence that Mondo is the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element has been added to your bullet. Whew. Okay, let's go. Let's talk a little bit about fever time and nega time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push right mouse bumper, left mouse bumper, whatever you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out. Well, make sure the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to special time, right? So we've also prepared something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates a Nega Time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate Fever Time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, your opponent won't use Nega Time. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, I think I understand this. Truthfully, I don't know.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen.
Frig.
False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you. False. You're corrupt. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence.
That's right, I forgot how to play this.
I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence.
Final strike? Oh.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
Oh, I did it. Sorry, whenever I do that specific minigame, I focus really hard.
So far is right. Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that,
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Why? Yeah, the last one was pretty bad, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, an A rank. Let's go.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
All right.
What?
Uh-oh, this time looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro was Mondo Owada. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Taka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. I'm sorry, I don't know that name. You need to be more careful.
I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way he would have killed someone. Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually?
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward. Okay, meta. I want to hear. I need to hear this story. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. Okay, I'm going to read this in a normal voice for right now. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now, nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he was dressed like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But
I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough that when I say, even though you're a boy, it'll be okay. It'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day he made the commitment to begin exercising and was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
Okay, now I'll go back to the voice. Actually, no, I won't. When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person in secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me.
Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help me give some courage. So, when he asked Mondo... So, he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. He thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise that he made to Chihiro. Huh? What did he do? He did... You mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think that was the main reason. The real purpose to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret? Because if everyone knew he'd killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So, he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then, Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you... Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
That's what triggered it, after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want us to know, even if it meant killing someone? It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you that embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Hold on. Wait, I swear if Chihiro was actually Mondo's brother. I swear. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. And the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to... Okay, I guess Chihiro being his brother, I guess that's a little far-fetched, but he wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him with everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. and before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy, but when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's every soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Could someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why
I
gotta get stronger than Daya. Once, just one time. No matter what, I gotta win. I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. Using the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly, laying in his kid brother's arm, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fricked up. Sorry. Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from anyone else in the gang in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that caused the accident. As a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner and of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad that he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it would have been for nothing. So that's why Mondo, after I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness, and it just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety, way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? But why now? Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Cause I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would.
But
You're right, but
I want to change.
I wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So, what? You're saying I should just say it?
What? What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you screwing with me right now?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You were really strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed, and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me all that? Why are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong, I'm strong. Strong. Stronger than you!
Son of a bitch!
And stronger than Daya! I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was lying at my feet covered in blood. I had a dumbbell in my hand and I was staring at him, down on the ground. Hey!
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in his heart and it turned him cold-blooded. Gosh dang it. Look at him. You see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free from his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a... Go ahead, say that again. I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but... Unfortunately, I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbed the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
Oh, for Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
I said wait!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Oh boy. The Cage of Death. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. Holy crap. Laugh at death and your soul will will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder, another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again, but he, of course, had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game? But, by Kuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane. You know that. A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that
However,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So, you ignored the nighttime rule too? The rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. What? What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So, you're saying you knew the culprit, who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did that to liven things up?
I see.
So, after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create a fake murder scene?
But...
Oh, But damn, man. If we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become blackened, and now know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So, that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next?
You...
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair. What do you mean? 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 Mean. Good grief, I don't understand why y'all have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh,
The noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship. Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand?
Name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up!
Oh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Monokuma's laughter pealed across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case for Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear of despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
What? That's chapter 2. Oh my gosh. That was so freaking long. There are 10 students left. To be continued. Oh, Crazy Diamond. Oh man. Yes.
I know I shouldn't cry, but I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon. It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Donuts. I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Glazed donuts, twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled, donut holes, malasadas.
Okay.
Oh God of donuts, I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. But right now, for me, donuts are absolutely necessary.
Huh?
What's that sound? Sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse.
But
I'm super scared, but is someone there? The next generation legends. Stand tall, galactic hero. The morning after the conclusion of the second class trial. Everyone met up in the dining hall, just like always. I expected to start like any other day. That's what I expected, but today's count kinda sucks, huh? Toko and Byakuya still refuse to show up. And I haven't seen Miss Hina anywhere. She said her stomach was hurting, so she's taking it easy in her room for today.
Oh.
It is rather unusual for her. Normally she is so full of energy, which is exactly what makes me worry. So it's just the 7 of us then. It looks that way.
How about that?
It's times like this where the committee chairman needs to get things going with a bang.
Impossible.
Or not. Taka hasn't said a word since everything happened yesterday. One look at his face showed he hadn't slept a wink last night. It must be because of Mondo. The two of them became so close, and then he finds out Mondo killed Chihiro. And then having to watch Mondo get punished and nothing he could do about it. I can't even imagine what it must have been to him.
Well...
So, I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out, and we have no idea if help's ever gonna come.
Like...
Now I'm all depressed just thinking about it. We simply have to make the best of things, do our best to get along and live here together in peace. Forget about the outside world and accept this new life. That is the only hope we have now. What? To live here forever? Here we have every convenience. We have food, clothes. Our every need is seen to. Why are you dissatisfied? In fact, let me ask you this. What is it about the outside world that you long for?
Is that okay?
Competition, discrimination, victimization, and violence. As society grows, so does its preservation. In which case, is our current situation not... Demon angel, pretty pudgy princess!
Huh?
Yeah?
Here we go.
Maggie, the drill show owner, the bunny-eared Amazon cat girl, dog boy, Robo-Justice, the galactic king, and...
What if? What I mean is there's no 2D here!
There is nothing to be done.
The mastermind put such base desire to their advantage, bending you to their will.
You know?
Okay, well, anyway, since Taka's like catatonic, as the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up to take the lead. So, we're all gonna work together and spend the rest of the day searching the school. Searching?
I'm right.
Well, I mean, since the class trial is over and all.
Perhaps.
There should be new places for us to investigate.
Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue this time.
Well
Then, once we're done eating, let's split up and begin looking around. Do you have any problem with that, Celeste? There may well be a discovery waiting for us which may further enrich our life here. No, the point is to look for clues. And just as we were starting to come together, she barged in and ruined the conversation. Nobody called for you!
What the? How come it's Genocide Jill and not Toko?
Gosh, this place is just amazing! Finally, a place I can just be my murderous self! Which is why I've decided to stop holding back and spread my wings. No more hiding in the cave for me. Plus, I have another battle to fight. The whole killer with the split personality thing is so overdone. I gotta destroy that stereotype. I'll fight all day and all night to murder those totally slanderous cliches.
But you are a killer with a split personality.
If she weren't here, my chances of survival would go up at least 10%. Come on, you gotta back me up here. Even the biggest stars need a little people to hold them up. Well, whatever else we do today, we should first eat. We should eat. We can't do anything on an empty stomach.
You're right. Let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation.
And so, we're forced to eat breakfast with a murderer, and after much needed but very annoying meal, we set to work looking around the school.
Great. Amazing. Fantastic. I'm going to... You know what? This is where I'm going to end this part. I will say... I think this had to be my favorite part of the whole game so far. That took twists and turns that I did not see coming. And it took the game in whack directions. I mean, it pulled me, because I was so dead set on certain people. And I even kept saying over and over again that Mondo is not the killer. I don't feel like he would kill somebody. I felt like he was kind of the inside a teddy bear, but nope. Unfortunately, Mondo was the killer. That's what we're with. That's great. That's fantastic. This is where we're at in the story. Yeah. And honestly, I might go back into my old videos and see if I can find me going over Chihiro's like student profile and see if it actually says male, because if it does, oh my gosh, that will shock me beyond belief that it actually said that. Because wait, does it? Hold on, report cards. Okay, so it doesn't actually say. Yeah, it doesn't actually say if they're male or female. Huh. Interesting. That was by far the most interesting part of this game that I've played so far. Granted, a little sick and twisted what Bakuya did. That was messed up. With that being said, I'm going to end this part right here. So thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please press the like button down below. If you want to see more of the videos that I've done, check in the description and the annotations in the video. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. See ya!